All right, let's begin with news break that is coming in. Prime Minister Modi taking on the Congress over the Kachchatheevu island. RTI shows how Indira Gandhi ceded island to Sri Lanka. That is what the Prime Minister said. Eye-opening and startling is what Modi says. New facets reveal how Congress callously gave away the island. This has angered every Indian and reaffirmed the people's minds. We can't trust Congress. Weakening India's unity, integrity, interest has been Congress's way of working for 75 years and counting. Kachchatheevu Island controversy becoming a big flashpoint this election. Joining me first, Pramod Madhav. We're also going to bring in Gaurav Sawant in the studio with us. Pramod, will you give us some context on what made the Prime Minister invoke the Kachchatheevu Island and get in the Gandhis, connecting it on how this was an historical blunder?
Preeti, two important things that connect to Congress party and is considered as a very important scenario is one is the unfortunate assassination of the Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, and the other one is a retrieval of Katchatheevu, which goes back to 1970s. And it is a very important aspect because even now, when the Prime Minister went to the southern parts of Tamil Nadu and the Chief Minister have been talking on this particular issue, both blaming each other for it. Now, the Chief Minister is saying that he even called Prime Minister as Mauna Guru, though he's calling himself as a Vishwa Guru. So it looks like the Prime Minister has decided to retaliate, and this is based on the RTI copies that was acquired by BJP State President Annamalai, which apparently shows that there was a huge blunder involving Congress party as per that particular RTI, and this is what the Prime Minister is trying to head right now. The other big issue is that DMK still claims that 10 years BJP has been in power, and why no such thing, no action was taken to retrieve Kachchatheevu. But the main aspect is that people of the southern fishermen of Tamil Nadu, especially Rameshwaram, Pudukkottai and Nagapattinam district, are suffering a lot because of Kachchatheevu, which is just 20 to 30 nautical miles away from Tamil Nadu, and there is no actual proper maritime border, because of which every month at least 5 to 20 fishermen are being arrested and sent to prison in Sri Lanka, Preeti.
Pramod, one quick question, then I'm going to bring in Gaurav Sawant for a deeper analysis. It also really ties in to the Prime Minister and the BJP's pushing the south pitch where this election is concerned. He's made many trips to Tamil Nadu, especially the area that you talk about is an area where the BJP hopes to make gains. All of that coming together where the Lok Sabha elections are concerned. Tamil Nadu is up for elections on the 19th of April, all seats in the first phase.
It absolutely does, because like last time when he came to Tirupur, he in his way to Madurai, he actually met the fishermen representative from Rameshwaram, who after which only they stopped their protest. They went in an indefinite strike after several fishermen were arrested by Rameshwaram. But even after that, last week fishermen were arrested and they are all taken to Jaffna, a port, fishing port. From there they'll be sent to the prison, and that has become a routine issue. Even fishermen have been constantly claiming that they also actually gave a threat saying that they will boycott the election if this continues. So this is a very big issue, and the Prime Minister has decided to take it forward, Preeti.
All right, appreciate you joining us. Pramod, bringing in Gaurav Sawant into this conversation. Gaurav, where the Kachchatheevu Island is concerned, will you give us any historical context on how it is now considered? Of course, there's an RTI which the Prime Minister is referring to. What really went down? Give us the historical context to it.
So this is a burning issue, and it's an issue between India and Sri Lanka that parties in Tamil Nadu have repeatedly raised. Katchatheevu is about a 150 to 160 kilometer long island. This is about 20 to 25 nautical miles from India's coast. Very rich in marine life. It's an uninhabited island, but very rich in marine life, and fishermen go there extensively for their fisheries purposes. Now, what happens is, India had a very strong claim on the Katchatheevu Island. It's also claimed by Sri Lanka. The then Attorney General of India in the 1960s actually told Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru that India has a very strong claim on Kachchatheevu. Sadly, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru said that it's inconsequential. These were his words. And then in the 1970s, Indira Gandhi gave it away to Sri Lanka, withdrew India's claim, is what these new RTI revelations reveal. And this actually compromises India, the interests of Indian fishermen. They've repeatedly raised this. A number of Indian fishermen, when they're fishing in these waters, they get arrested by the Sri Lankan Navy and the Coast Guard, and then they're taken to Jaffna. And then there are negotiations held at the diplomatic level, and then they're returned. Now, India, the fishermen say this is our territory. There are documentary evidences to to prove from the 1830s to the 1870s till 1895, the Raja had full control of Katchatheevu Island. There's documentary evidence. How could Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi compromise India's national security interest is what the Prime Minister has claimed. And he said that the Congress callously gave away the Katchatheevu Islands to Sri Lanka in 1970s. Congress cannot be trusted. The new facts, according to the Prime Minister, are eye-opening and startling. The Prime Minister says the Congress cannot be trusted with security.